Welcome to Targeted Education for All. This is the physics course outline presentation. I'm called Miki Miyang Linyoy, and I'm a third-year mechanical engineering student at the National Advanced School of Engineering, Polytechnique, under the University of Yaoundé 1. I obtained 11 papers with 31 points at the GC ordinary level, 5 papers with 25 points at the GC advanced level, and I have a 2-year working experience in online tutoring in preparation for science-based concours. Now our presentation will take place in 3 parts. We have our main objectives, the course outline proper, and the sub-chapters under each topic. Now, what does the TEFA team have as main objective? We hope to enable students have a more vivid and concise understanding of the materials taught in physics advanced level in preparation for the concours. Secondly, we hope to boost up the self-confidence in each of our students. We equally wish to ensure that all our students are apt to correctly approach concours type questions. Coming to the course outline proper, we have the various topics or chapters that will be treated in physics. Firstly, we have mechanics, then waves, optics, atomic physics, gravitational fields, electromagnetism, electrical concepts, AC circuits, electronics, modern physics, matter, thermal physics, energy resources and environmental physics, medical physics, communication, and lastly, data analysis. Chapter 1, Mechanics. In this chapter, we have the various sub-chapters: physical quantities, units, and dimensional analysis. And then we have resolution of forces, moments and couples, equilibrium and coplanar forces, linear motion, motion under gravity, that is free fall, projectiles, laws of motion, force, momentum, and impulse. Then we'll move on to elastic and inelastic collision, work, energy, and power, circular motion and gravitation. We have the conical pendulum, fluid mechanics, upthrust flotation and Stokes' law, rotational dynamics, and lastly the simple harmonic motion. After all these, we'll have a series of solved exercises. Chapter 2, Waves. In this chapter, we'll be looking at the progressive wave equation, principle of superposition. We'll look at stationary waves, sound waves, Doppler's effect, electromagnetic waves, wave interference, wave diffraction, polarization, and lastly we have solved exercises. Chapter 3, Optics. We'll begin with the reflection of light, refraction of light, thin lenses, eye defects and their correction, similarities between the eye and camera parts, and lastly we have solved exercises. Chapter 4, Atomic Physics. In this chapter we'll look at the subatomic particles, photoelectric emission, quantum emission, wave-particle duality, X-rays, and lastly solved exercises. Chapter 5, Gravitational Fields. We have Newton's law of gravitation, gravitational field and intensity, orbital velocity, gravitational potential energy, satellite and planetary motion, and then solved exercises. Chapter 6, Electromagnetism. We'll look at the two main parts, electrostatics and magnetic fields. And then we have solved exercises. Chapter 7, Electrical Concepts. We'll begin with the concept of electricity and units. Circuit analysis. EMF and internal resistance. Power and energy. We'll look at the cathode ray oscilloscope. And lastly, we have solved exercises. Chapter 8, AC circuits. In this region, we'll look at analysis of AC circuits, power of an RLC circuit, and lastly, solved exercises. Chapter 9, electronics. We have the notion of semiconductors and the band theory, transistor circuits, logic gates and electronic sensors, operational amplifiers, solved exercises. Chapter 10, modern physics. In this region, we'll look at relativity, quantum physics, nuclear structure, nuclear physics, and lastly, solved exercises. Chapter 11, matter. We have molecular forces and potential energy, elasticity, types of solids, fluids at rest, gases and the kinetic theory, solved exercises. Chapter 12, thermal physics. We'll look at temperature thermometry, calorimetry, heat transfer, the first law of thermodynamics, the kinetic theory of gases, heat engines, entropy, and the second law of thermodynamics. And then we have solved exercises. Chapter 13, energy resources and environmental physics. In this region, we'll look at renewable and non-renewable energy resources, global warming and its effects, and lastly, solved exercises. Chapter 14, medical physics. We have the notion of ultrasound, ionizing radiations, X-rays and gamma rays, ECG and NMR. We'll look at the human eye, the human ear, and solved exercises. Chapter 15, communication. In this chapter, we have communication channels and radio systems, mobile telephony, solved exercises. Chapter 16, data analysis. We'll begin with the notion of linear form, real form of physical equations, scaling and graph plotting, analysis of slope intercept and significance, solved exercises. Thanks for your keen attention, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, for those who are not yet on our platform, you should join us on our e-learning platform tefaafrique.com. In case you have any challenges and want to contact us, you can use any of the telephone numbers showing on your screen. You can equally visit us at our head office at Total Melen, just opposite Seashow. Or you write to us. You can email us using our email address tefaafrique@gmail.com. Thank you.